The ethereal landscape surrounding them shimmered with an almost unbearable beauty. Jagged peaks of amethyst and obsidian pierced a sky swirling with nebulae of impossible colors. Sapphire, emerald, and ruby dust motes dancing in a cosmic ballet. Waterfalls of liquid starlight cascaded down the crystalline cliffs, their waters singing a song of creation and destruction. This was Theron's training ground, a place woven from the fabric of multiple realities, a microcosm of the cosmos itself. It was here, amidst the breathtaking yet subtly threatening beauty, that Kenwin would truly learn to control the Quantum Quattro. Theron, his ancient eyes gleaming with a knowing wisdom that transcended time, stressed the importance of emotional balance as much as physical prowess. The Quantum Quattro responds not only to your intent, Kenwin, he said, his voice resonating with the power of 1,000 echoing storms, but to the very essence of your being. Fear, anger, doubt, these are weaknesses that your enemies will exploit. Kenwin, despite his outward confidence, found himself grappling with a torrent of insecurities. The power he wielded was overwhelming, and the weight of his destiny felt crushing. He often found himself faltering during training, his attempts at manipulating quantum energy ending in chaotic bursts of raw power, leaving scorch marks across the otherwise immaculate landscape. He struggled to maintain the unwavering focus Theron demanded, his mind plagued by doubts about his ability to control the Quantum Quattro, let alone fulfill the prophecies that spoke of his role in an impending cosmic war. I don't know if I can do this, Theron, he confessed one day, his voice barely a whisper against the backdrop of the whispering waterfalls. He felt the familiar sting of tears in his eyes, the bitter taste of failure clogging his throat. Theron remained unmoved, his gaze unwavering. Doubt is a natural part of growth, Kenwin, he replied, his tone devoid of condescension, yet laced with a quiet strength. It is not the doubt itself that hinders you, but your surrender to it. You possess immense power, a power born of your lineage, a power that echoes the very heart of creation. Do not let the whispers of fear diminish the roar of your potential. He then led Kenwin to a secluded grove bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of a celestial moon. Here, Theron unveiled a new aspect of his training: emotional control. He guided Kenwin through a series of meditations, teaching him to harness the energy of his emotions, to channel his feelings into controlled bursts of power, rather than letting them overwhelm him. He learned to transform anger into focused energy, to convert fear into heightened awareness, to use sorrow as a catalyst for empathy and understanding. The training was excruciating, far more taxing than the physical exercises. Kenwin wrestled with deep-seated feelings of inadequacy, confronting his fears about his own worthiness. Memories resurfaced, moments of perceived failure, instances of doubt planted by others who underestimated him, fueled by the shadow of his father's legacy. He had to confront his own inner demons, battling the ghosts of past failures as fiercely as he battled the potential for uncontrolled power. As days turned into weeks, Kenwin gradually made progress. He learned to sense the subtle shifts in his emotional state, to recognize the early warning signs of fear, anger, or doubt. He began to anticipate these emotional shifts and direct the resultant energy, manipulating quantum energy with a newfound precision. His actions becoming more refined and controlled. He learned to temper his fiery passion with the icy calm of focused intent. One day, during a particularly intense training session, Kenwin found himself facing a swirling vortex of chaotic energy, a manifestation of his own inner turmoil. This vortex was unlike anything he'd encountered before. It pulsed with raw emotion, fueled by the insecurities and doubts he'd suppressed for so long. It mirrored the abyss he'd glimpsed before, but this time, the darkness was emanating from within himself. The vortex threatened to consume him, its chaotic energy mirroring the tempest raging within his soul. But instead of succumbing to panic, he drew upon Theron's teachings. He focused on the stillness within the storm, finding a center point of calm amid the emotional chaos. He channeled the energy of the vortex, not fighting it, but guiding it, shaping it, transforming the raw, destructive power into something constructive, something beautiful. With a deep breath, he reached out, using the quantum quattro as a conduit. He manipulated the vortex, twisting and shaping the chaotic energy, slowly but surely refining it into a vibrant orb of pure, untamed light. The orb pulsed with the power of his emotions, but now it was tempered, controlled, harnessed. Theron watched, his expression unreadable, but a hint of pride flickered in his ancient eyes. "You have conquered your inner demons, Kenwin," he stated, his voice carrying the weight of ages. "You have learned to harness the power of your emotions. Now you are ready for the true test." The true test, Theron revealed, was not merely about mastering the quantum quattro, but about confronting the true threat they had only glimpsed, the demonic entities from beyond the rifts. They would need to venture into those other dimensions, confronting the forces of darkness directly. This journey would not only test his control over his powers, but also his resolve, his will, and his very spirit.